are you doing? I still remain your host, Gershon O.N. I want to welcome you to the Gospel of Money. I hope you've been catching raw value, and I hope our previous episode on the Gospel of Money has been creating raw and tremendous value to your life and your financial destiny. Today on the Gospel of Money, we want to look at a subject that is of great importance, a subject that is going to move you from your current financial status to the next phase. What is that subject? We're looking on or at things to consider before investing into real estate. Yes, what must I consider whenever I want to step into the real estate industry? It's obvious that on the global scale that the real estate industry is the current 24th century gold mine. That is why anyone who wants to create, multiply, and return wealth must invest into real estate. Today, on this same subject, to do justice to it, I have an outstanding, phenomenal personnel. He is the CEO of Horizontal Properties Limited. He is no other person in the person of Engineer Paul Bassey. He's going to be joining us today. He's joining us today and he's going to be doing justice to this subject. Welcome, Engineer. Good to have you on board.
You too, Mr. Gershon. You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
All right, we are looking at a subject that is of great importance, and I know that many of the viewers would love to hear what you have to say as an authority in that field. What do you think people should consider whenever they want to venture into the real estate industry?
All right, thank you very much. I want us to understand that real estate business, just like you see how the name sounds, real estate. In other words, you have to be real in doing the business. If you watch a lot of companies that are not real, and that is why they failed. Individuals that are not real, they failed. So number one is, if you say real estate, the estate must be real. You yourself must be real before you venture into real estate. Otherwise, what you are going to experience in the industry, you won't like it.
Wow.
Yeah. So let me start by giving a quote that says that you don't wait to buy land, you buy land and wait. Another thing when it comes to real estate, like one of our quotes is that the reason why they call Bush of America Bush is because there is money in the bush.
That's
all right.
That's sound.
So let me go further by saying that the real estate business is a very wonderful business that everyone can do. But there are things that is well needed for you to progress in real estate industry. Number one is what I call consistency. If you are not consistent in the business, then the person will fail before starting.
Wow. Consistency.
Yeah. What do I mean by consistency? Like when we are starting, initially when we are starting as a business after registration with the Corporate Affairs Commission, we started the business like I always come to office, do the needful, like coming like, in fact, as early as 7 a.m. I'm already in the office. Not just coming to office to sit down. I am coming to office to work. Now I have time to work. I have time to move around and meet some basic people that will look for my product. All right. There are many things that I do with my time in order to catch up, and I do this every day. Every day. So consistency is very important. Why do I use this? Now when I started, for instance, I started with one plot of land.
Okay.
Yeah. And somebody might be asking, what about someone that doesn't have money to start? How can the person start?
Yes, I was about to ask that question.
All right. But everything is all about vision. Like I tell people that it is vision that makes provision.
That's right.
Yes. So when you have a vision for something, in my own case, at a point, I was like, how am I going to get one plot of land? But it was a possibility after, when I was consistent in trying to, find my feet in the real estate. After 1 plot, 2 plots, on and on and on and on. Today we're not talking about plots, we're talking about buying in kilometers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So these things are very, very possible. So consistency is very, very important when it comes to business. Number 2 thing I want to mention is integrity in business. When you don't have integrity, forget about real estate. Your word must be your word. For instance, when you tell people that we have land social locations and the place is inside, it's better you say the land is inside than to say that this place is outside. And when the person you brought goes there to confirm what you told him, and exactly what you told him is what the person saw on the ground. So you are selling yourself, you're marketing yourself. So in that aspect, you have to be a man of your word, and that is what will make people to trust you.
Okay, so from what you've said consistency is a core value that must be imbibed.
Very, very important.
And the second one is integrity.
Yes, under that consistency, people will never take you serious until you are serious in what you are doing.
Yes.
And that is why consistency is very important, because you can't talk about consistency without talking about seriousness.
Okay, all right. What, for an instance, you mentioned that there was a season where you were considering, can I ever have at least a plot of land? And I know that there's someone who might be watching who is wondering, is it possible that a plot of land will bear my name someday? So what do you think? If I happen to be in the shoes of this person who is desirous to have at least a plot of land, where should I start from? And at the moment that I have the money, or maybe the money I have is not the amount they mentioned, where should I start from?
Where you can start from is this. There is what we call installment payment.
Wow.
Yeah, installment payment is a particular system designed for people who don't have the complete money to buy a particular property. For instance, let's just assume that the property is sold for 1 million naira, and what you just have is 100,000 naira. Yes, so we have a platform whereby you can actually spread the money till 1 year, you finish the payment.
Wow.
Yeah. If somebody starts for instance, from January to start making payments of a land worth of 1 million naira, I think by November,
the payment should be done. So by October.
By October, the payment should be done.
Wow.
So that is it, as simple as ABCD.
So I must not have the complete fund before I can buy a land.
That is why many people they don't have properties. Because they don't know that such a thing is existing.
Did you just hear this? It's not a must that you must have the complete money before you can invest into real estate. There is a platform and there is an opportunity where you can pay on an instrumental basis. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.